I want to share with you the cheat codes that I wish someone had told me when I started my first business over a decade ago. Over 10 years of learning all of this, fucking up every possible way you can imagine. And here are the cheat codes that you need to know. Oh my God, Shelby. Fucking Frenchies. She's so loud. So when I started my business, I was the first person in my friend group, anything, to even have the idea of starting a business. No one in my family had run businesses, which is funny because now I've done the family history research. 100 years ago, they were all business owners, and then we kind of lost that skill. We've come back around now where it's starting to come back, but I had no one around me to tell me what to do, to help me set things up, to mentor me or guide me or support me. It was very new. And so I had to fuck up a lot to figure this out. And so hopefully I'm going to share these cheat codes with you and you're not going to have to go through that as much. You're going to be able to move through it faster and easier, quicker. It's going to be better. Okay, so cheat code number 1 is repurpose and repeat your content. Right? I know. It's so hard because when you're looking at your content all the time, you see the patterns. You're like, I said that 4 weeks ago. I can't say it again. Those rules don't apply anymore. Your clients, your customers, your consumers need to see the same thing over and over and over again to purchase from you. They are also not as aware of the pattern. You're really close to your content. You see it every single day. So you can really obviously tell when you've spoken about something before. Your clients are not obsessed about your content the way you are. So you need to repeat and repurpose your content. When I do marketing for my clients, they maybe have at maximum 90 pieces of content for a year. Right? Repurpose and repeat. Cheat code number 2 is you need social proof. Your client case studies, your testimonials, your reviews, that is your bread and butter. That is how you build trust, and trust equals sales. It's just the most basic fundamental thing, but if you don't have a way to collect that information, if you don't have a way that you are documenting what you're doing with people, you don't have a way to build trust. And you'll wonder why your sales will be stagnant and you'll blame it on the Instagram algorithm, but it's not. It's this. Okay, there are 2 main focuses for you to grow your revenue. 2 main things to focus on. And there's lots of different pricing models you can have within your business, but it comes down to 2. You either have really big, big fun lump sum cash injection, chunky pieces of money coming in, or you have sustainable reoccurring payments, predictable income. Either way is fine. If you focus on both those things, actually though, you'll have a really, really solid, stable business. But at a minimum, those are the 2 that you need to be aware of and kind of focus on having an income stream with each of those ways of being paid. So my design and marketing business, Time Creative, is it's all big lump sums. There's very minimal. Other brand, Shona Gates Co. Sexy Selfish, is basically just all subscription membership, reoccurring revenue payments. It's pretty much all payment. Okay, my next cheat code is do not sleep on PR and media. It does incredible things for your branding when it comes to building that trust and leveraging and positioning yourself as a thought leader, as an expert. Do not sleep on PR. It's not as scary as you think it is, right? But you cannot ignore it and expect to be a household name one day. It's an important part of your business. Don't sleep on it, learn about it, go do the thing. The next thing is you have to be able to hire your weaknesses so that you can stay in your genius zone. But the caveat with that is you have to understand it. You have to put the time into understanding. You're if I'm no good at accounting, I'm going to hire an accountant. It's that's great. But you still have to have a fundamental understanding of it. Number 1, to make sure that you're not getting ripped off by that person and that they're actually doing the job that they said they need to. And number 2, for your own professional development, you can't just outsource everything and then just stay in your tiny little zone, because that's very much a fixed mindset, not a growth mindset. You have to be able to have a fundamental understanding that that is not your ideal zone and be able to outsource and hire for it. But if you don't understand that particular industry or skill, how can you possibly hire the right person? Okay, let's talk about awards and nominations. These are not as fun and fluffy as you think they are. awards, nominations, being awarded for things, being a finalist, it is a marketing strategy, right? And if you treat it like a marketing strategy, you have a lot better results. Same as you have like a marketing budget for Facebook ads, you have a budget within your advertising for awards and nominations and that type of thing. Every single award, even if you don't even win the award, but you become a nomination, like you've got a nomination or you're a finalist, you can leverage the PR for that so strongly until like the end of fucking time, right? So you have to have a budget for those award nominations, for those application fees, all that type of stuff, because that type of publicity and marketing is going to be so valuable for you. And it's also a really good experience to meet new people, to do lots of networking. And sometimes I even just love the application process because I always learn a lot about myself, and it makes me sit down and really review what I have achieved. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I did great this year. Next cheat code is 90-day strategies and 90-day planning. Hot girls, hot rich girls know that you plan your year out in 90-day chunks. So 90-day strategies, it's all about 90-day deadlines, 90-day planning, 90-day focus, 90 days of consistency, 90 days of tracking and analytics. Basically, we just focus on everything in 90 days. And if you want to learn more about that, hit me up on Instagram, send me a DM with the word glow up, and I will send you all my 90-day planning information. I have a free guide that's pretty fucking epic. And then one of the last cheat codes that I want to talk about today, because this will probably have a part 2 because it's a lot. Mindset really is everything. It really is. You can have the strongest strategy in the world, but if you're like fucked up here, it's never going to be sustainable. It's never going to last. It really is 80% mindset, 20% energy. You've got to work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Those are the kind of things that need to level up together at the same time. Yeah, that is the cheat codes from the last 10 years in business. Let me know if you would like me to do a part 2.